In this video guys, I want to share my thoughts on KAKUL-SAYDON's minimal requirement as a DPS. Please keep in mind that this is just my opinion, and with that being said, let's get started. So there are many things to consider when it comes to successfully clearing a raid, or at least increase your chance to clear the raid. We have things such as engravings, gear level, gems, tripods, cards, skill points, battle level, experience on the encounter, party composition and synergies, battle items such as Adrophin Dark Bomb. We also have the understanding of supports buff, understanding your class, your strength and your weakness, your skill as a player, your PC performances such as lag, and also we have teamwork and communication. So as you can see, there are a lot of things that plays a role when it comes to clearing a raid, or at least increase your chance, right? And so saying, for example, you need 5 engravings for KAKUL-SAYDON is really not enough, because that's not the only thing that matters when it comes to actually clearing the raid. So Smiget only set up a gear level requirement to be able to enter the raid, which means you can challenge any encounter as long as you have the gear level requirement met, right? So let's say even if you have 2 engravings and you have like level 1 tripods and stuff like that, you can still challenge the raid. It's just that you will have a very low success rate of clearing the fight. Now when you see, for example, players that are saying Vwhy need 4 engravings with full level 5 gems and stuff like that, those are set up by the players, not Smiget, which means those are cultures that players have made. So it is important in this case to analyze the psychology behind this culture. And so when a party leader is recruiting people in a party finder, how can he judge that a player is good? The information displayed are actually quite limited. We have roster level, we have gear level, battle level, quality, engravings, gems, tripods, and by the way, tripods level will be removed in Korea, so that's something that you have to keep in mind as well. And we also have cards, and that's it. But we know that those are not the only thing that matters in clearing a fight, right? So of course, when he accepts someone in his party, he will choose someone who has a better gear, better engravings, gems, etc, right? Now let's talk about KAKUL. In the exception of players that have played in Korea and Russia, nobody actually has any experience whatsoever when it comes to that raid, right? That means you are likely to get knocked out, pushed, stunned, die more than someone who has done the raid 100 times, which also means you will do less damage as you have a smaller window on which you are hitting the boss. So experience is also fundamental when it comes to successfully clearing the raid. Just like in Vwhy, for example, the first week the players had to focus a lot on mechanics because it was new, and now the raid is so easy, and honestly I even turn off my brain to do it these days because it's so easy and I'm used to it. My brain is used to it, right? So I will have more damage window than the first week, right? So considering that we'll have no experience at all on KAKUL, plus the fact that it will be way harder than Vwhy, of course, because it's the end game boss, right? So that is the reason why I suggest players to have 5 engravings. But of course, you don't need it to clear it, right? So let's say you have a 24 weapon with full level 9 gems and level 4 tripods. Of course, you don't need 5 engravings. I think it all comes out to balance. And of course, for example, let's say you have 4 engravings and you have like level 7 gems, stuff like that. And then you have someone in your party or your friend who is a Giga Whale and he have 5 engravings, he have a 1575 gear level. Of course, that will be enough to clear the raid, right? So you guys understand what I'm meaning. It all comes out to balance. So if you have, let's say, 4 engravings, then you need something else to compensate that loss of damage, either in weapon quality or weapon level, tripods level, gems, cards, etc, right? So in contrary, someone who has 5 engravings with 19 weapon, level 5 gems, level 1 to 2 tripods, and max HP card set is not really competitive, right? So you guys see what I'm meaning. It all comes out to balance. So I think the perfect balance to enjoy the raid on week 1 for someone, let's say, who is at 1475 gear level or a bit higher than that, will be 5 engravings, level 6 to level 7 gems, Lost Wind Cliff 12 or Light of Salvation 18, and a few level 4 tripods. And I think that's the best setup that you can have to be able to enjoy the raid without any stress, without any situation where you get declined in Party Finder for 1 to 2 to 3 hours, and that you also have to try the raid for like 40 to 30 hours a week. And if you don't have 5 engravings and you really cannot have 5 engravings, then at least try to get like 4 times level 3 engravings plus 1 level 1 engravings and have better gems, better gear to compensate the loss of damage that you don't get with 5 engravings, right? So that will be it for this video, guys. I hope it was a bit more clear when I said you guys need 5 engravings for kakul-sayton, and I do apologize if I was not really clear on that, but there are also many things that plays a role when it comes to actually upgrading your damage. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.